Hello everybody, today I'll be showing you probably one of the most broken trickster builds right now. It does a very high amount of DPS that I'll show you later, and yeah, that's about it. Let's go. Alright, so first I'll show you how to become a trickster, and this is really simple. All you have to do is just follow me. I'm at Taximan Dave right now in Port Fidelio, so just follow where I go. So just gonna go past the guild hall. Then we are going to go up here to this red thing. And this guy, Mockingbird, you'll just become a trickster right here. It's that easy. Alright, so first let's go over stats and abilities. So all you need for the stats is just 90 dexterity, maybe some vitality if you're doing Tower Ray or something, but you don't really need vitality. And then just pour the rest into intelligence, because that's what trickster mainly uses. You want at least, you want 150 at the best, but it's okay. It's probably okay to have 120, but you'll probably be getting 150 at a clean build. So yeah, now let's move on to the hunter abilities. So this is pretty simple. Barrage or Jade Barrage. You need the Jade Bow, which it's really cheap to get. We'll go over more about that later, but Jade Barrage is one of the main things that makes this so overpowered. But what you want to put into it is Impact, 5 out of 5. That's just for all of the power that makes it super strong. And then Focus for the radius, and that's just really good because watch this radius. That's really big. You could even put it into 3 if you really have trouble hitting the enemies, but you only really need 2, so then you can just have full strength. And then Execute, you don't really need this, it doesn't matter, but yeah, you can get that if you want. Shunpo. Shunpo is just a basic hunter thing that every hunter should probably have for traveling. But what I like to put in it is Flow for the cooldown, so I can just spam it. And then Stride for the rest, so I go really far. It's kind of pointless to put it into Slash, because you're not going to be using it for damage. Also, it's annoying that I still have points left. I put everything in. But yeah, next, for trickster moves, Bubble Barrage. This is probably your most important move besides Jade Barrage, because it just does so much damage. Put all of it into Frizzle. Sploosh doesn't matter, because it already has a pretty good radius. Look at that. That's pretty good. And it's mainly going to be more single target oriented, so yeah. You don't need that, but Frizzle, 7 out of 7, just for all of that power. Let me show you real quick. Look at that. Let's see how much DPS that does. Will it say? It might not say. Okay, I don't think it's going to say, but you'll get the point once you see the DPS. So yeah, Frizzle, boom, Prism Trap. Put it all into Gleam. You only really want to get Array if you're doing PvP and you want more traps. But I like to do Gleam because it just does so much damage. Let me show you. This time you'll actually be able to see the damage it does. 10,000 out of level 55 dummy. That's insane. Oh, 50,000? How? How did I do 50,000? I don't even know how I did that. See, that's just so overpowered. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. But yeah, that's pretty good. So next, also Array. Yeah, I already talked about that. Switch Strike. This one is also very powerful. Put it all into Rift. You'll see why. I'll show you just in a second. This is mainly more for PvP, because you can just get half their health down with just Switch Strike. You get a Warlock half health with this, which is pretty crazy. Just put it all into Rift. Yeah. Flicker doesn't really matter, because if you're doing PvE, you'll most likely kill the enemy that you're using it on. If it's to something small, I guess, a spider or something, you'll most likely kill it, and when you kill it, it just resets the cooldown. So that's pretty nice. So just put it all into Rift, and let me show you the damage that it does. See, 18,000. That's just insane. So yeah, and it also switches you and the enemy. But that's, I don't know. It doesn't matter that much. And this Disengage, I don't really use this that much. It's just for travel, in my opinion. You can get Spring for the big jump, and then seek or chip, it doesn't matter. But just get spring 3 out of 3 if you want to travel, because watch this. Yeah, it makes you go pretty far. And if you hold S, then it makes you go even further. So yeah, that's it for the abilities, stats and abilities. And next we will go over the gear. So the first gear, also, all this is actually like decently cheap, except maybe these because they're pretty rare. But besides that, it's all like really cheap. So the first one you want to have is a Jade Dagger. You can make it keen to make it even better, like with the Jade modifier. You can Jade Scroll this, or Ancient Scroll. Jade and Ancient Scrolls are both good options, but it doesn't really matter that much. Like, they're both good. See, this gives actually like less stats than the Ancient Scrolls, so Ancient Scrolls could be better if you like your stats. But what this is so good at is Jade Mark, which basically like makes a stack of stuff, and then when it like gets to the max stacks, it'll just do a ton of damage. I'll show you it with Bubble Blast. See that like thing right there, that like psh, I don't know how to do it, but that thing, that green thing, was like the thing working, and then yeah, see, it worked again, and that just makes it do so much damage. Yeah, 79,000. Like that's a lot. So yeah, that's what Jade Dagger is so good at. It can also happen with like Switch Strike, and I think, oh wow, that's a lot of damage. But I don't know if it can happen with Jade Barrage. By the way, that just did 30,000 damage at one point. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. See, that's really overpowered. Next, Jade Bow. So this is Jade Barrage. It's what we had earlier. You can Jade Scroll it or Ancient Scroll, just like the dagger. And let me show you it again. Yeah, let me show you. Like, look at that. That's just insane. And some of the enemies won't even be level 55. They'll be a lower level, like Possum. It can do like up to like 5,000 per hit without critical hits, which is just insane. And like, you can even combo it with everything else, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you? So yeah, that's really good. And next we have the Dragon Grunt Headband, and this goes into Bubble Blast or Barrage. I guess I should have said that it was a different one. But this basically just makes your Bubble Blast or Barrage into more bubbles, 7 bubbles. So you're without it, it's just 3. Oh wait, huh? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just 3 bubbles. But then when you switch to the headband, it's 7, and it just makes it really powerful. And it just does like so much more damage than the normal Bubble Blast, so that's good to have. Also, you can get it from the Dragon Grunts, which makes sense, but it's a pretty rare chance, so I'd recommend just like buying one. Next we have Grizzly Armor. There's a lot of armors you could use. Like, these all kind of have like, they're like the only things, but they're really easy to get, all of these. But the Grizzly Armor, this is also easy to get, by the way. You can get it in Tribute Wars, and basically what it's so good at is Grizzly Roar, which it's really simple. It just boosts your damage and speed, so that's really nice, because like, yeah, you do more damage. So that's pretty cool. And that's all it does, but you can also use other things like a Vampiric Vest, which I'm pretty sure Grizzly Armor actually might do more than a Vampiric Vest, but I'm not sure. Kind of depends on your critical chance. Like with Vampiric, if you have more critical chance, you should probably use this, but if you don't have as much, use Grizzly Armor. But yeah, those are 2 really good options. And then Crystal Bast Vest, that's probably the best option. I don't have one because I'm really poor right now, but they are probably the best option because of like the Viper's Kiss, I think it's called. It just does like so much damage. I don't really know how it works. It does a lot of damage. I've tried it before in testing. And lastly, Grizzly Boots. You can also, they're pretty versatile. Like, you could use Dweller Boots for all of that Dexterity 12. That's like really good. But I just like to use Grizzly Boots. Mainly it's because I was playing PvP. So like PvP Grizzly Boots are good because of all the stamina they give you. And they make you really fast. And jump pretty high. So yeah, you can use Grizzly Boots, Dweller Boots, Vampiric Boots, all of those things. They're all pretty good. So yeah, that's about it for the all the build, and now let's just get into the DPS. Alright, so this class does an absolutely insane amount of damage, or I should say this build, because it doesn't always do this much damage. But it just does so much, and you might notice I switched to Dweller Boots because Grizzly doesn't really give like any extra stats, like Dweller for PvE, Grizzly for PvP. Anyways, let's just show the DPS. I'm just gonna do a really simple combo. It's really easy to combo with this, so yeah, let's do it. That was probably like the best combo. Whoa! Okay, I have not seen that much. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm taking a screenshot of that. You know, even I'm surprised. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have not seen this doing that much DPS. And this is an unfinished build too. Imagine how much DPS it would do if it was finished with Crystal Baz Vest. Yeah, so that shows the power of this build. Yeah, it's really insane. Let me do like a few more combos, because I could have just been like really lucky. And that's like not always the main DPS, like average, you know. Okay, let's try that. I was doing 70,000? No way. What? How? I don't know. I never knew this would happen. Yeah, see, that's how overpowered this is. And I don't even have the best stuff here. I could be using better stuff than this. And probably get up to like 60,000 DPS. So yeah, this is like broken for everything, like community events, Talray. The only thing this kind of isn't as good at is like multi-target stuff, but it's still really good at that. I can show a clip of it in Spider Clean. It just does like it does quite a bit of AoE, but not that much. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty insane. 50,000 DPS. Alright, well that should be the end of the build. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helps you a lot. I mean, it probably should. It does like 50,000 DPS. Come on. But yeah, that's about it for me, and goodbye.